Hello, 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 my people. Good day to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for tuning in every single day to listen to me on Daily Mind Shifts. My name is Michael Ojuola from Mindset Transformation Africa. And on this episode, I want to talk about truth. All right, I want to talk about truth. And let me just anchor today's episode straight on this statement. Speak the truth with care today, but speak it. Speak the truth with care today, but make sure you speak it. See, not every truth is easy to say. Not every truth is convenient to hear. But truth, when it is left unsaid, has a way of corroding our relationships, our choices, and sometimes even our peace of mind. So, what do we do when we hold something real inside us that must be expressed, but could damage if said recklessly? We don't run from it. We don't bury it. We learn how to carry it. That is where we're going today. Not just the need to speak truth, but how to do it with care without compromising on clarity. That is what I'm learning, and that is what I'm sharing with you. Let's move through this live with some honesty, all right? See, truth is not just about what you say. It is about how and when you say it. I'm learning this because I'm a hardliner when it comes to truth. I tell you, I just give it to you the way it is, but I'm learning that how I said it and when I said it also matters. Do you understand me? Some people think saying the truth gives them license to be harsh. I think about it like this sometimes, but I'm becoming better. They hide behind phrases like I'm just being honest when really they are being reckless. See, truth is not a weapon. It is a scalpel. If handled well, it can heal. If you swing it or you swung it carelessly, it can wound deeply. So I want you to ask yourself, is this the moment to say what is on your mind? Is the other person ready to hear it? Am I speaking to help or speaking to harm? When you rush to speak truth, just to unburden yourself, you might just be offloading pain instead of offering clarity. But holding back truth forever is not also noble. It is dangerous. It is dangerous. See, there is a lie that many of us have believed over time. We've believed that avoiding truth is the loving thing to do. That silence is better choice because it won't rock the boat. But let me ask you this. What good is peace that is based on pretending? What kind of relationship survives when its foundation is silence, resentment, or secret frustration? Truth that is withheld too long does not keep peace. It just delays a much bigger disruption that is coming down the line. Eventually, it leaks out in sarcasm, in distance, in avoidance, and the other person senses it. Even if you never say it, they sense it. Truth may cause a stir today, but silence will create a storm tomorrow. And here is something that I have learned, and it's a life lesson I'm sharing with you. You can be both clear and kind. Saying something directly doesn't mean you are being rude, all right? And being gentle doesn't mean you are watering down what needs to be said. We often pit truth and care against each other as if we have to choose. But when they work together, they balance each other out. Truth grounds the moment in honesty. Care will guide the tone so people don't walk away destroyed. You can tell someone a very hard truth in a soft way. You can be honest without being brutal. You can express pain without turning the other person into your enemy. And if you want your truth to land and land well, not just echo but land, you will have to learn that skill. I'm learning this skill and I'm recommending it to you too now. Let's be real. Some of us are holding back what needs to be said because we are afraid of how the other person will respond. We fear anger, we fear rejection, we fear guilt. So we stay quiet, but silence does not erase reality. It just extends the timeline of illusion. When you don't speak the truth, someone may keep operating under false assumptions. They may think they are helping when they are actually hurting. They may believe things are fine when you are barely holding on. They may trust a version of you that no longer exists. Speaking the truth with care is how you let the real you stand up. It's how you protect your own peace. It's how you protect even them from continuing in error. See, some truths once spoken will change everything. Believe me. And that is what makes them so hard to voice out. Telling the truth might end a relationship, upset the balance of a friendship, force someone to rethink how they see you, or even change how you are treated moving forward. So we wrestle. Should I say this, or am I ready for what might come after? Well, here is the flip side. If you don't say it, can you live with a version of yourself that hides? Can you live with the lie that you are fine when you are not? Silence is not always noble. Sometimes it is just fear that is happening to you in a nicer outfit. So speak the truth with care today, but make sure you speak it. See, truth ages like milk. It doesn't age like wine. The longer you hold it back, the more sour it becomes in your spirit. You replay that moment. You rehearse what you will say. You analyze tone, timing, reactions. You get stuck in mental circles, and yet the truth doesn't go away. It just weighs on you more. It fills your body with tension. It clogs your creativity. It holds your energy hostage. Some of you are tired, and it is not because of your work schedule. It is because you are carrying conversations that have not happened yet. Let it out, all right? Speak it. Yes, carefully, but make sure you speak it. Some people pride themselves on being truth tellers when all they really are is loud. They tell you everything they think in any tone they want with no regard for how it lands. That is not truth. That is tyranny. And that kind of honesty destroys trust instead of building it. If you care about the person, you will also care about your delivery. You will shape your words, not just speak them raw like I've done in the past. You don't need to insult to be insightful. You don't need to explode to express. And if the truth really matters to you, it deserves to be dressed in thoughtfulness. Let your truth be clean, but not cruel. All right, say the right thing at the wrong time, and it becomes the wrong thing. Say the truth in the wrong moment, and it may get lost in the noise. Timing is a hidden translator, all right? It tells the other person whether your words are coming from wisdom or just from impulse. So ask yourself this. Are they emotionally open right now to hear from me? Are they in a space to hear, not just to react? Are they in a space to say, am I in a space rather, to say it calmly, not just to release my frustration? If the answer is no, then wait. Not forever, just long enough for the truth to be heard, not just thrown in another person's face. You don't just speak truth into a moment. You build a moment that can hold it. See, some of us are one conversation away from real peace, one truth away from restored clarity, one admission away from healing. But fear is keeping us frozen. Pride is keeping us quiet. What if you are not the only one who is holding back, who has been holding back? What if your truth is the very thing they have been waiting to hear but don't know how to ask for it? Speaking truth doesn't just unburden you. It creates room for honesty on both sides. It's the beginning of something healthier, and yes, it might sting at first, but so does any disinfectant. The pain is not the point. The healing is the point. Just because it is true doesn't mean it belongs in every room. That is what I want you to also think about. You don't owe everyone your full truth. You owe them your honesty, but not always your full depth. Truth must be matched to the level of the relationship. What you say to a stranger is not what you owe to a close friend. What you share with your team is not the same thing you process with your therapist. This episode is not a license to overshare. It is a reminder not to underspeak in places that require courage. So speak the truth, but match the depth to the connection. So speak the truth with care today, but speak it not with malice, not for your ego, but for clarity, for healing, and for movement. Say what needs to be said in the way it needs to be heard at the moment it can actually do good. Truth doesn't just set people free, it sets you free also. So Stop carrying what was meant to be